best episode so far. Best episode. I'm guessing these arcs are going to be split up, 4 episodes each. So we're probably going to have like 3 arcs. This one's just starting off arc showing new characters, and then it's going to lead up into the next one, and so on and so forth. So we probably have 2 more arcs, 4 episodes each, as I said before. And this one really was nice. You see a villain's backstory, him and Katarina conversing, and then, of course, the conclusion at the end. There are some things I was expecting but didn't happen, and things I didn't expect did happen, you know, which is good. And then at the same time, it also worries me. Why it worries me? I'll get to that at the very end. Well, anyways, we get to see some of Rufus's backstory. And one of the things that people see when they look at Rufus is how they can admire him. Is how no matter what situation he's in, he doesn't see himself as unfortunate. He sees himself as alive. He gets to have an unfortunate moment in his life, and he's grateful for it. He was a kid, an orphan on the street. Just him and the kids tricking the nobles, stealing food, and finding ways to survive. He saw himself as fortunate. It's not so bad. He's tax free. He steals the food. He can trick nobles, so if he learns to play the game long enough, he could have been something, in the dark side of the streets. Then he met a guy that would take him in, and he taught him so many things. And however, he admired this dude as well, and dude at the same time gave him, the way to how to read, write, to do math and stuff, taught him a better way of, advancing his skills. But of course, the dude was ill. And the way to get the medicine was the way that no way someone on his side of the street can ever afford it. Ever. So it was just sad to see that, happen. But nonetheless, he was picked up either way by his current master, who gave him dark magic without, even the choice to have it, of course. But again, the kid was a slave, so I guess it was going to have a choice in the first place. Slaves aren't really seen as people in some places that have them, anyways. Now, that being said, it seems that he even now sees himself as fortunate. He goes by many names, he wears fancy clothing, he does fun jobs, travel around and stuff. So he's happy with what he has. And to see the full plan, what was bound to happen was to get rid of Ian, and also Gerardo. But for some reason, that Alan, they wanted Jeffrey to become the true king of the nation, which I see. The question is why they want Jeffrey to become the true king of the nation. And I believe the opening probably spoiled it. It could be like what happened here, where people who were watching thought that, Selena was the one that was trying to capture Katarina, but she was just, going to be the fallback where people blame her. It could be, but this time, no, the actual wife of Jeffrey, who's planning to kidnap to get rid of everyone and have Jeffrey to be on the throne. And Jeffrey probably might not notice this. That could be a thought. That's just my predicament. Because why would Rufus's master would want him so badly to have Jeffrey on the throne, and someone who's tied to Jeffrey is doing that on purpose? So it's a very vital key information, which I hope that Katarina or someone tells them what's going on. It would be very stupid not to tell them. But knowing anime, that shit happens sometimes. Anyways, I like seeing how Katarina and Rufus, how they talked. And believe it or not, all the admirers that Katarina has, I believe I liked the conversations that Rufus and Katarina were having more than any of them. The others were just, they were too extreme, nice, but too extreme. But this one was just right. It was just normal conversation. Like, they just got each other. He was surprised by Katarina's behavior, of how she just was not really taking the situation that seriously. She's sleeping in, even though she's kidnapped. She's demanding more food, even though she's kidnapped. She doesn't seem to care, despite she's kidnapped, only because she's being treated way better than she would at home. At home she'll have to keep up with all these studies and, keep face. But here she just eat all the sweets, lay in bed, and have tea and read books all she wants. She's happy living life. So it's funny. But anyways, of course, she seemed to capture another's heart. But it seems like probably in the sequel, which is supposed to be a sequel to the game of the villainous thing, what probably happened is that the heroine was supposed to be captured. It's supposed to be probably one of those routes where the heroine's engaged to pinch Journo, and she gets captured by Rufus, and Rufus probably falls in love with her. That could be one of the things that happened in the second game. It's just by my guess, nothing else, no facts. Well, anyways, that being said, it was is one again kind of irks me how Katrina just couldn't just that little of obliviousness. Like I said, when you do that kind of level constantly of obliviousness towards stuff like this, even when someone kisses you on the neck and you say a bug, he really kisses you on the neck, leaves you a hickey, and you call it a bug. He ties you down to the bed. Like, it goes up to a point it's not even funny no more. And that's one of the things that does irks me. It's starting to irk me. If they're gonna keep constantly doing it, I'm still gonna watch the show, but it's gonna irk me. Just seeing this constant sign of obliviousness from Katarina. Like, I can't do that, man. This is why do you keep doing it, writer? The writer. It's already been written out. It's already been said and done. Nothing you can do to change it. But it's just terrible. Have that sort of obliviousness. Even Forrest Gump can tell when someone's trying to hit on him. And Forrest Gump was one of the dumbest people alive in his world, but he was successful nonetheless. Then he was that stupid. Because he was like, I may not be a smart man, but even I know what love is. One of my favorite movies of all time, by the way. But there's nothing wrong with that. So even though Katrina is stupid, for her to be that oblivious when he's picking up on her like that, it's kind of, it's just, it cringes me right here. Like, why did you write this? So, anyways, of course, he gets captured, and once again, the Magical Academy is brought up again by a secret agent, a master of disguise, Larna. She just took the R out of her name. This guy herself is Lana, the maid. Wow, who thought so? And of course, the the confrontation, the closure with Ian and Selena also happened. Ian acting childish. He acts on that still cold face. He has a bit of an embarrassing childish side towards him, which was kind of nice to see. And how he is, but he'll lose control when he's around his cute, lovely wife. So I'm glad those two patch things up. But the thing that's catching me at the end is where I guess Jirdo couldn't take it no more. So many people are just falling for Katarina. He like, no, I can't do this no more. I gotta move in. I gotta make my move now. And he did. He kissed her before last season, but she was asleep. But this time, he kissed her again when she's awake in front of everybody. A declaration of I'm making my move in this war. No more stalemating, no more waiting around, no more defense or negotiations. I'm moving in because technically he is still engaged to her. So I know everyone else is trying so hard to break off that engagement. It's just ridiculous. So I'm hoping what happens next is Katrina at least figures out. Like, you have someone tie you onto a bed, hugs you that way, puts their hands on your chin and your back and drive you close, looks like they're about to kiss you. And you actually do get kissed by your fiance. For the love of God, writer, I hope you do what I expect you to do. If she is still oblivious after this, and she's still the way she is, she's gonna go down the history as the most oblivious harem protagonist of all time. So, like, dude, most of the times in harem protagonists, animes, and mangas and stuff, the girls will say something under their breaths and then they'll take it back. They'll quickly hide their feelings for the main character. And it keeps going on and on until towards the very end of the stories. In this one, it seems like everyone is flat out trying to say their feelings and even put moves on her, and she is still oblivious towards the situation, which is aggravating. So, for the love of God, whatever happens next week, I hope it doesn't turn out the way I think it's going to turn out. I really do. Right. So, anyways, that's only it for this video, man. Yeah, it's a good episode, but man, you gotta chill out with Katarina's obliviousness. It's too much to handle. It's just like, my God, it's not even funny no more. It was funny for a while, but now it's just, how could she be this oblivious and why? Does she really think it's impossible for anyone to love her? If so, they should really work into that or something, because you do a good angle with that. It's possible, but I don't know, man. I have doubts. So that's all I got for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has the background on anime. Signing out.